and I bid my daughter farewell. I was in my own school teaching my students actually when a call came that my daughter had an accident.
Has your child ever been involved in an accident while heading to school? Or perhaps you have witnessed a colleague of yours who was busy going about his duties in the office and then receives an emergency call to be told that the child who was supposed to be in school was involved in an accident on the road. Well, if you've never experienced such, thank God for you, because I, as a person, have witnessed one of such bitter experience by a parent. This is why, as an educator, I decided to use my platform and my voice in order to educate the public and parents, or anyone that will have a child who will be plying the road, even as the schools are about to resume for their academic session. Get to learn how best you can keep these children safe on the road, especially if you are not present there to convey them to school. So if you are a parent or you are a guardian and you are in such situation and you would like to learn from a true life experience of a parent who have undergone this tragic event, please stay back, relax, and watch this video to the end. Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're seeing me for the first time, I'm Adeze Chinwe and I am an educator based in Nigeria. On this space, I bring you informative and educating content ranging from how to use simple digital skills to make money for yourself and self-development. So you're very welcome. And if you're my returning subscriber, thank you so very much. I do not take your support for granted. Today, I have a true life story. The story about life unpredictability. Join me as I sit down with a father who has undergone one of the worst experiences any parents can ever go through, which is what? The near-death experience of a child. So welcome with me, Mr. Olu on the set. You are very welcome, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, so please can you take us briefly back to that very fateful day?
Okay. It was one very cold morning and I bid my daughter farewell. School, I was going to my own place of work and she went to her school. I was in my own school teaching my students. I was advising with them actually when a call came that my daughter had an accident. I just waved it aside as one of those little things, maybe just a scratch and blah blah blah. I had my wife on phone to go and check the situations. And about 10 minutes, 20 minutes after that, when she called back, I just started sweating because she said she had multiple injuries, especially in the head. I said, wow, I can't imagine an accident in the head of all places. So I had to leave, go and assess the situation myself. When I got there, my daughter was being stitched all over. I was devastated. But words cannot express what I felt that morning. But to the glory of God, she's alive.
Wow, thank God for life. Okay, sir. Please, sir. A lot of people, parents, guardians, school is about to open. What lessons did you take from this, and what can you advise a parent out there now on things they can look out for in order to ensure the safety of their children as they go back to school, especially in the absence of the parents?
All right. Some of the lessons I learned from there on that day are that one, if one can afford a system of transportation that will protect one's kids or wards, I think it's worth it. Can get personal bikes, personal tricycles, or some other forms of mobility that can take the children safely. You know the drivers, and then another aspect of it is that you have to personally advise your children on some safety conducts that can be experienced while in the vehicle. When the driver of a vehicle that you are in is misbehaving, I think it's best for you to caution him and call him to order respectfully. If that does not work, you can let him know that you want to alight from the vehicle. Because actually my daughter told me that something told her that she should alight from the vehicle moments before the accident took place. But she was like, if she had come down, how would she have money to take another transport to school? She didn't listen to her spirit. That's another area of it. If your spirit is talking to you, you should be sensitive enough to do what you are told. I think if she had come down that day, that accident would have been prevented. Another thing that can be done is to make sure that your children attend schools that are close to the homes, possibly where they can even trek to. Because in the morning, when you look at Nigerian roads, you discover that the density of vehicles are such that accidents cannot be overruled. You see a lot of vehicles going here and there, and the number of children that we have in the country sometimes is so staggering that you're like, no, there's no way from time to time accidents will not take place. That's the way I feel about it.
All right, Mr. Olu, we thank God for you and for the safety of your little girl. All right, people, you've heard it all from a true life story. These things happen. The fact we go out and come in doesn't mean they don't happen. I trust you got value from this video. If you do, please kindly do well to support this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and then turning on the notification bell so that you always get notified whenever I publish a video. Thank you. That's a wrap on today's. Till I see you in my next video. It's a bye. Stalu, can you say bye-bye to us?
Bye-bye.
So you've heard it all, but thank God for saving the life of his little daughter. So parents, even as you're about to resume school, we know that safety is of God, but believe me, we also have our little parts to play, and we should ensure that we do what? We carry out these checks and ensure that our children are safe as they go to school. By the special grace of God, we will not lose any of our children. We will not bury them. They will go out in peace and come back to us in peace. Thank you once more for the support. I really appreciate it. Until I see you in my next video.